beautiful people. This is Unfiltered Glow and my name is Paula. So in the last 2 weeks I suffered two major breakouts. I actually still have a bit of a breakout on this area of my forehead, on my cheeks and on my chin as well. I don't know if you guys can see that clearly. But anyway, both of these breakouts were caused by a change that I made to my diet. So in this video I would like to chat to you guys about major acne triggers that you guys should watch out for in your diet. So at the beginning of this year I went on a 21-day fast. It was a Daniel fast, so I wasn't consuming any meat products or dairy during that fast. I was just eating plant-based food. And after the 21-day fast, my body just felt so great. I felt so light and I had so much energy that I decided that I was going to continue with the plant-based diet. So what I did after the 21 days is I decided to make at least 80 to 90% of my diet plant-based. So what I did is I started from Monday to Friday. I eat purely plant-based food, and on the weekends if I have a craving for eggs or meat or fish, then I'll allow myself to have those. But I also limit it to one meal a day on Saturday and Sunday. So the majority of my diet now is actually plant-based. So during the fast I wasn't having any dairy, nor was I having any plant-based milks or yogurts. I was just purely eating a lot of fruit and vegetables during the fast. So after the fast, when I started this new diet, I introduced plant-based milks and yogurts into my diet. So I started taking soy milk and coconut yogurt with my cereals and my coffee, and it was going great until I discovered about 4 days after I started this new diet that my skin was breaking out. So I had these painful cysts along my jawline, and I couldn't figure out why, because I'm not one of those people that suffers from hormonal acne. Even during that time of the month, it never happens to me, and it also wasn't during that time of the month, so I just couldn't figure out what was causing this acne. So I knew that it had to be linked to this new diet. And I knew that the only thing that I was doing differently from what I was doing during the 21-day fast, I had introduced whole grains. So I was eating rice, I was eating whole grain pastas, but otherwise everything else was the same, except also the plant-based milk and the plant-based yogurt were also different. So I knew that it had to be one of those two. So I started doing a lot of reading up on plant-based milks and yogurts to see if there was anything in them that could trigger acne in some people. So in doing my research, I found out that soy milk actually contains phytoestrogens. So phytoestrogens are actually compounds that are found in some plants that mimic normal estrogen in the body. So the normal female body produces estrogen in the body, which is a female hormone. And these phytoestrogens are very similar in structure to the estrogen that is produced by the body. So it is very likely that in some people soy milk can cause a hormonal imbalance, and I guess for me that's what happened, and that is why also my acne occurred around my jawline, because that's typically when people get hormonal acne during that time of the month, or if they start taking contraceptives. Some people will also get a breakout along the jawline, because that's the only way hormonal acne occurs. So what I decided to do is I decided to cut out the soy milk completely from my diet to see if it was the thing that was triggering the breakouts, and for sure within 2 to 3 days my acne completely cleared. My skin was clear. I mean, I still have a little bit of scarring along my jaw from the time when I had the cysts, but otherwise my skin cleared up, and so that was clearly a sign to me that soy products or soy milk actually doesn't agree with me, because I'd had edamame beans before and they didn't really have any effect on me, but for some reason soy milk really just doesn't agree with me. So if you're one of those people who consumes a lot of soy products, soy milk, tofu, edamame beans, and you suffer from breakouts and you can't explain why you keep suffering from these breakouts, and you've tried everything, maybe the thing that could be causing your breakouts is a hormonal imbalance that's caused by the soy products that you're consuming. So my advice to you would be to cut out the soy products and see if there's an improvement in your skin, because it really can trigger acne in some people. So I've been doing a lot of reading up on plant-based diets, and I found out that a lot of vegans actually take vitamin B12 supplements, and the reason they do this is that they tend to have a vitamin B12 deficiency, and this is because vitamin B12 is typically found in meat, poultry, fish, and dairy products. So because vegans don't consume these products, they tend to have a vitamin B12 deficiency, and so they tend to take supplements. So a lot of vegans that I've been following online have been saying that they recommend taking a vitamin B12 supplement. So what does your girl do? Your girl goes and gets herself a vitamin B12 supplement. So now this one is the supplement from Solga. I actually, as a side note, I love Solga for supplements. It's a really, really great brand. So I got myself this one and I started taking it, and literally I think within 4 days my skin blew up. Like, this is the result of me taking this vitamin B12. And the reason that I believe that this is the cause for my recent breakout is this. So to provide context for you guys, the recommended dietary allowance of vitamin B12 for a normal adult per day is 2.4 micrograms. Okay, 2.4 micrograms per day for a normal adult. Now, to start off with, I didn't have a vitamin B12 deficiency, and secondly, I went and I bought myself tablets that deliver 1,000 micrograms per tablet, and I was taking 1 tablet a day. So now clearly I was consuming way more vitamin B12 than was required in my body. So I clearly have excess vitamin B12 in my system as we speak, right? So then I came across a study by a doctor in UCLA who found that there's a link between acne and excess vitamin B12. So it's been found that vitamin B12 can change the gene expression of skin bacteria, which can lead to acne-inducing inflammation. So I know it's a convoluted explanation, but I'll put the link to the article down below so you guys can check it out and read up on it. But basically, there is a link between excess vitamin B12 in the body and acne. So if you're one of those people who's taking a vitamin B12 supplement every day and you've got acne and you haven't figured out what's been causing your breakout, this might be the reason. So try cutting this out and see if there's a change in your skin. Even if you're not taking a vitamin B12 specifically, but you're taking a multivitamin that contains B12 in it, just check how much B12 you're consuming every day and cut down on it, because this might be the trigger for your acne. I'm pretty convinced that this is the trigger for the recent breakout that I've had, and I've cut it out. I stopped taking it about 3 days ago, so let's see. A lot of people have said that they started seeing a difference in their skin, so their skin started clearing up about a week or 2 after they stopped taking the vitamin B12 supplements. So I'm giving myself a week or 2 to see if there's an improvement in my skin, and I'll report back to you guys and give you guys an update. So yeah guys, those have been the major triggers for me: soy, vitamin B12, and actually I should actually just say excess vitamin B12, because it's not about the vitamin B12, because we all need vitamin B12 in our bodies, but it's just about how much, and I think I was taking in too much vitamin B12, definitely way more than the recommended dietary allowance. But just watch out for other food triggers as well. I know dairy is a major food trigger for some people. Nuts as well can be a trigger for some people. Any products that contain gluten as well can be a trigger for some people. And unfortunately, because of bio-individuality, it's not universal. You know, some people consume soy products and they are perfectly fine and they don't have a negative reaction in their skins. So it's just about knowing your skin, paying attention to your skin, and paying attention to the foods that you consume and how your skin reacts to the foods that you consume. Because you might find that you've got an intolerance or a sensitivity to any particular food or food group. So let's just stay vigilant and let's pay attention to our skin. me, thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, stay moisturized and stay blessed.